Thank you again for coming back. My name is Tom Nelson, and this is part 3 of homeostasis. You're going to learn about the different forms of homeostasis. Homeostasis controls your body's temperature, its pH levels, the acidity, the fluid levels, the volume of fluid in your system, sodium concentrations, which may seem odd, but very, very important, nutrient imbalances, blood sugar, and thousands of others. It can even control your behavior. When circumstances in your life move outside of what you consider an acceptable level, expected range, homeostasis can intervene. It can cause panic or an emotional outburst or response. So this, of course, implies that you have the ability to change some of the set points that your brain will then use as a reference to control your body's health. That control room is like a control room used to launch rockets. It has up to 25,000 imaginary monitors in there that are receiving information from all over the entire body instantaneously every fraction of a second. And it's comparing it to those set points we talked about in the first video that is where those ranges should be maintained. So then the hypothalamus can start to make changes as necessary to keep everything functioning the way it's supposed to. So you're going to learn later how to change your body's set points and to finally lose stubborn diabetic weight, for example, or to program your body's homeostasis to actually maintain your new lower weight and keep it that way permanently. So your body's responses that are controlled by homeostasis are not only normal, hormonal, chemical, and electrical, but they are emotional as well. So the whole process begins with a stimulus, which is anything that will seek to alter how your body functions. Your body's specialized sensors, the receptors, identify the stimulus, they measure the change, and they send a message to your hypothalamus, that little control room with the imaginary man working inside, to let him know about all the changes that are taking place as quickly as they are taking place. So your environment is going to pressure your body to make changes that will seek to alter your current status relative to those established limits, those set points. And they're going to seek to try to reset your set points. So your brain interprets the threat or the change that is occurring, and it orchestrates the actions of your body through what's called effectors that will produce the desired response, which is simply to move the system back within those set points, those controlled limits. This process explains why weight loss can be so very, very difficult. Your brain has established set points for your current weight, and it's going to seek very, very diligently to maintain that. So over time, as you gained weight very slowly, your brain programmed your body's weight set points so that it reflected your new weight level. Over time, you changed the set points in your hypothalamus for your weight. And your brain will very aggressively control your bodily function, your behavior, what you eat, to make certain that your weight does not go down. Your hypothalamus is programmed to keep you obese as a protective mechanism against feast and famine type environments. So nature built a survival mechanism, built it into your body that encourages obesity, but not weight loss. So to lose weight, you have to learn how to trick your brain into resetting your body's weight set points lower, and then you can allow your hypothalamus to maintain that new weight. It's a lot like driving a car. Your eyes are going to monitor where your car is in terms of the lanes that are painted on the road. As your car gets too close to the center or the edge of the lane or the road, your brain receives visual messages and it instructs your arms and hands to turn the steering wheel just enough to keep the car within those set points between the lines of your lane. At the same time, your brain is tracking your speed and making adjustments, navigating towards your destination, correcting the temperature settings inside the car possibly, changing the radio station possibly, watching for policemen running radar, reading road signs to make sure you're going where you need to be going, checking out how many cars are in the Walmart parking lot, You'll spot garage sale signs, checking out sale signs in the windows of stores as you pass, the current gas prices as you pass gas stations, and you're going to instinctively check your gas gauge. You're going to answer your cell phone occasionally and carry on a conversation, hopefully not texting, and watching for pedestrians. You're going to be talking with other people in the car, tracking other cars in front, beside, and behind you, and you're watching for aggressive drivers or those that might appear as though they're going to be pulling out in front of you from a side street. And this is just a list of a few environmental variables that have to be constantly monitored and controlled simultaneously in order for you to drive your car. So there are many, many other things that your brain has to do just to control your car and reach the destination. But your brain is capable of monitoring those many environmental influences that you could easily cause an accident or put you or your passengers at risk. So your brain, your hypothalamus, must constantly make changes to ensure your safety, to get you to your destination with minimal effort and thought. So all of which is going to simultaneously go on with all of the thousands of functions that your body is already monitoring internally every fraction of every second of every minute of every day. So the important thing is that the better you understand homeostasis, the less power it's going to have over your life. Homeostasis will engage regardless of whether a stimulus, a change, is positive or if it's negative, whether it's good or bad, pure wisdom or pure foolishness. Your hypothalamus will acknowledge it, will consider it, and possibly even change according to it. So the intensity of your fear and your resistance is directly related to the size, the magnitude, and the pace of the change, but not necessarily the quality of the change. Fearful reactions are often simply your programmed natural resistance to change. So now go to Homeostasis Part 4, How the Brain Controls Homeostasis. Thank you for watching, and please pay it forward. Thank you.